The Void, a horror of blocks that started way back in 2021 to 2023. It started when players found out that you could add negatives to world lobby names, and then one day a player joined Creative Negative 10. They found that the Void was living in there, and the next images might be horrifying. So if you want to keep watching them, that's your own fault. So there was walking in a cave, and then they took a photo of the entity, and this entity was no other. It's called the Void. And well, at the time, the Void was very popular, but another entity was very popular, the Iron Watermelon. Well, people might think that the Iron Watermelon isn't scary. Well, in survival, basically, people use it to trade. And how to get the Iron Watermelon is that you need to farm watermelons a lot, and then mine the watermelons and hope you could get an Iron Watermelon. Anyways, back to the entity. So the entity was made because Arthur wanted to scare players when they was reaching the border of blocks. Now the border, I think, is 400,000 blocks away from spawn, I think, because I'm doing one of a series about reaching the border of the blocks, which I'm not going to upload, I'm just going to put it in this video. But anyways, yeah. So the Iron Watermelon isn't thought to be any lucky item. It's also a horror.
Ability to severely distort the player's screen and known for creating an unexplained visual glitch of black tentacles due to it being seen by the player, which in turn removes the crosshair when looking directly at it and breaking the lobby number, showing Nan as the lobby number. It is somehow aware of the three developers of the game, Arthur, Matt Sapp, and Waking, calling them the three gods of the game. It is also aware of it being a digital construct of the game and how it could never, apparently. It used to be an entity that initially stalks the player whenever they're alone. But ever since the reports came to Arthur, he tried to remove it, which was extremely difficult. So the last attempt in removing it was to send it into the void of Creative Lobby -1. However, the addition of invite links made it possible to join lobbies beyond the 16-character limit, which is now impossible after an update, join some removed Gamemades, and join negative lobbies. The initial discovery of this was from Binary, which discovered the existence of negative lobbies, until Dronyaska rediscovered this and experimented with it, leading to discoveries of lobbies beyond the 16-character limit and being able to join some Gamemades that -1, which was a big mistake for him, as he unintentionally released VOID from its confinement in the Void, and with new discoveries of its newfound power. As previously stated, it seems to distort the player's vision severely, along with creating a visual glitch of black tentacles due to it being seen by the player, which in turn removes the crosshair when looking directly at it and breaking the lobby number, showing Nan as the lobby number, which was not a part of its anomalous abilities last time, since it used to only be able to turn the player's vision into grayscale and as well graining it. No one knows the origin of this entity, since it is already an extremely enigmatic entity. It once mentioned Binary after seeing him join one of many negative lobbies, and it said Dronyaska was responsible for its escape from the Void as well because of the fact that he broke into the Void and built a Skiblock Island. There has been times that it has sent messages in the chat with its name appearing blank. As people join Creative Lobby -1, more and more people has fallen victim to it because of it dragging these unlucky people into the Void. Its victims seemingly vanished without trace, being unable to teleport out of the Void as they were dragged down. Occasionally, the entity would leave signs of its existence or presence within a world, such as bedrock placed in highly unusual locations or having the bedrock of the world split, almost as if it's coming out of confinement. There has been one attempt to indirectly communicate with the entity, and it seemed to reply with base 64 encoding, which gets decoded into the English language. It is unknown if this is its only method of communication, but there has been theories about why this is. One theory states that since it is a part of the code, it can only communicate by using base 64 encoding. Another theory states that it wants the player to misinterpret the base 64 encoding as simply gibberish of letters, numbers, and equal signs. No one has yet attempted to confront or communicate with the entity directly, but this may be impossible because of its malicious.
Yes, so you heard that, alright? Basically, he got released by a game developer who is not right now known. And well, yeah, the rest of it is basically crazy, because then Void got released, and if you was by yourself, then it would trap you in the Void forever. There would be no way to escape. And as I said, Binary probably discovered the way of negative lobbies, and yeah, it's really scary. So I'm gonna be live streaming when I hit 400,000 blocks, and we will see what is there. We will see. And I have a base under the Void, which was shown in the video. So yeah, I hope you guys understand from all of this, because it's really complicated to understand. There's so much facts in that, and yeah. So the Iron Watermelon and a Void are both dangerous entities, but I remember I said that there was one entity that no Blocks players known except for me and my friends. So it was one peaceful day in peaceful, obviously. We was exploring, and yeah, my friend Dark Void, he told me that there was something wrong with his base. He kept getting it consumed by the world. There was no explanation to it. So at that time, I was an entity explorer, and I wanted to find all the entities of the world, but not entities like this, like entities of mobs and stuff, but nothing scary. So he told me to teleport to him. I'm trembling right now because I still remember this day, and it was really, really, really frightening. So I teleported to him. There was a huge hole. It led down all the way to the Void, and he said if you go down there, you'll never be able to go out. So, being as so dumb as I am, I went down there, and there was no way to escape. Like I was being thrown around into the Void, like basically like a Hoover, like. And I couldn't press the exit button. So then there was only one thing to do: shut off the whole device. So I shut it off. I came back, and it was still happening. So the only thing I had to do was get another device and play it, which led to me staying away from Bloxio for 6 months. And that was a crazy thing, because all my friends kind of started to miss me. And yeah, that wasn't the end of it. If you guys wanted a part 2 of it, because there's still lots of me to tell you guys, but I really do not have the energy. But if you guys want a part 2, you will get a part 2, alright? So yeah, stay tuned and subscribe. See ya.